finally March is arrived. This is the month where we sow lots of seeds, either in trays indoor or directly sow some of them outside. For example, broad beans we can sow directly outside in the ground, and some people they early start inside the greenhouse and maybe already started and getting ready to directly plant outside now because the weather is getting a little bit better. I know night times it's still -1 or -2 in the northwest of London where I live. I'm going to sow my Asian gourds where I grow them inside the greenhouse. Bitter gourd, snake gourd, and sponge gourd. These are the 3 different Asian gourds I grow inside the greenhouse. That's why I sow the seeds in the first week of March, when they germinate and get ready to be planted by mid-April or maybe first week of April, depending on the weather. Still they will be inside. That's why I would like to do in the first week of March. Let's have a look. This is the snake gourd, you can see, and the shell is very hard for the seed. Look at this. I don't know whether you can see them or there. This shell is very hard to break. Even I can't break it. Generally, I soak them in the water for an hour or 2. Then I sow them in the soil, so that way the shell becomes a bit softer. And the next one is, this is the bitter gourd or Karela, and finally this is the sponge gourd. So these are the 3 different Asian gourds I'm sowing on 2nd of March. Next, I sow my melons first week of March as well. Again, these melons, they're going to go in a cold frame by mid-April or end of March if they're ready. Because it's a cold frame, I can afford to sow now. Melon varieties I will be sowing again on 2nd of March are Arava, that's one variety, and Mango Mel, that's the second variety. EMIR, this is another variety. France Miniature, this is another variety. This is a cantaloupe. Last year I tried watermelon. They formed the fruit, but somehow they didn't grow big enough to eat. This year I'm going to try again. So these are the melons I'm going to sow on 2nd of March. The second week of March, which starts 8th, 9th of March, I will be sowing lots of greens. These are the Indian palak seeds, like a spinach, and the spinach variety called Apollo, and the spinach variety called Amador, and perpetual spinach. When it comes to coriander, this is Calypso, cut and come again variety. If I sow now and I plant them out by end of March or first week of April, so April, May, June until July, I get 3.5 months, because you cut and come again variety, and then you do the other varieties afterwards. And I also sow dill. This is the dwarf variety. Finally, for the second week of March, this is the mix lettuce red green salad. So these are the March 2nd varieties. Third week of March, I generally sow my outdoor tomatoes in third week of March. Most of the time I sow blight resistant varieties and some of the tasty cherry tomatoes and some of the beef stick varieties. Let's go through the list of tomatoes, the blight resistant tomatoes I'm sowing in third week of March. Mountain Magic. This is not big tomato in terms of size. It's a medium sized tomato, but this is late blight resistant variety. This is another pink color but big blight resistance variety is called Crimson Blush. This is blight resistant cherry tomato, a little bit bigger than size in terms of cherry, is called Crimson Crush, blight resistant. And this is also late blight resistance Divinity. This is cherry tomato. Apart from those blight resistant tomatoes, this one is San Marzano. It's a plum variety but bigger than the normal plum size tomato. Sun Gold. This is the tastiest cherry tomato I ever tasted so far. Very tasty. It's a dark yellow color tomato. Really tasty tomato. I can recommend to anyone. Some of the Italian varieties, big size ones, they're good for the sauce. This is the famous Italian variety Roma. And I really like this shape and size of the tomato, Marmande. This is also Europe variety, I think France or Italy variety. And Black Russian, the color, you know, it's like a different color. It's not black, but it's close to the black color. That's why they call Black Russian. And these are the tomatoes I'm sowing in third week of March. And in the third week of March, I also sow my flowers. This is a very good companion flower for cucumbers. I got two varieties. One of these is like an orchid. It says color changing flowers. And climbing variety. This is last year also I tried this thing. They really crawl very long. And my sunflowers. I really like this variety. Last year they gone really tall, almost 10 feet tall, and the big flower. I need the seeds for my parrots. That's why I grow these big ones. And Sun King, this is another variety. Look at the flower, slightly different when you look at the normal sunflower. It's like a marigold in a big size, but really beautiful looking flower. And this also I tried last year. It came out really well. and colorful to your garden. This is same as a Sun King teddy bear variety. I haven't tried this so far. I'm going to try this here. And final week of the month, 4th week of the March, I am going to sow some mix of different veggies. Spring onions. I really like this variety, Lilia. I've been sowing this last 5 years. Really tasty and easy to sow. Potan, this is spring variety, and some people they call salad onions. I can recommend this variety as well. I did last year. They came out really well and tasty. Couple of beetroots. Ball toddy, very famous variety everywhere in the world. This is going to be my 3rd batch of the beetroot if I sow this in last week of March, because I did a week ago 2nd batch in January and the 1st batch. And this is Burfee's Golden or Boulder in some companies. This is the dark yellow color beetroot. The next I'm going to sow the sweet corns. Gold Crest, last year I sown. They came out really well. So I'm trying this year again. And Golden Bantam. I haven't tried this, so I'm trying this. And another famous variety, Swift. So these are the 3 different sweet corn varieties I'm sowing. Make sure that you don't plant different varieties in one place. The taste could be slightly different because they cross-pollinate themselves, and then taste is going to be different. So I generally plant them in different places, one variety in one place like that, so that they don't cross-pollinate. And the spinach, this is Renegade variety organic seeds. One of my friends gave me this packet. This is going to be the end of March. And this one is harvested seeds. This in 2024 from my allotment. This is the Indian leafy vegetable called chukakura. It's a bit lemony taste, but it's really good with the lentils. And finally, this is the pollinator attracting plant, especially this one, pink color one. Even this last year I tried. These are the dwarf varieties. They don't go tall, maybe feet and half a feet, and I'm going to put directly in a pot so that I can move those pots wherever I need the pollinators. So I'm going to do these 2 packets in maybe 4 or 5 pots, medium sized pots, maybe 15 to 20 liter pots. So these are the seeds I'm sowing in the month of March. If you haven't sown your aubergines, chilies, this is the time you can sow. And broad beans, you can directly sow, as I mentioned in the beginning of my video. You can sow now. Still there is a time to do that. And outdoor tomatoes we discussed, beans and courgettes and pumpkins, that will be my April sowings. Once again, thank you very much for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. Good luck with your gardening.